Hello guys, I am Akshita Raj, and I welcome you all to another episode of Campus the Company by Arts College of Design Business. So I am a final year BBA graphic design student and I'll be your host for today. So today we're talking to another two brilliant alumni of arts, Mr. Vipin Sharma, who's the product designer head at Fitso, and he has worked with Zomato and many startups as design head. And accompanying him, we have Miss Vidhi Gupta, managing partner at Gravity Business Planet, where she takes care of productivity enhancement while collaboration and digital engagement.
Hey,
Hey, hi Vipin.
hi Akshita, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good.
So, yeah, we have heard like one question about her story, so we can, again start with you. So Vipin, tell us about your story and, take us through your journey of and how it all started. So,
Yeah, sure. So, as you know, I studied in arts from 14 to 16 um, for design communication batch. So, during my arts journey in the last semester, I joined Netcrackers as an intern. Right. So, I worked as a graphic designer intern in Netcrackers, and that was the amazing journey at Netcrackers as well. Because I got to learn a lot of things. जो पहला industrial experience जो होता है, that was Nutcrackers. And during my the first month of Nutcrackers, मुझे उसी time they gave me a lot of responsibilities, how to handle projects from scratch to delivery. Right. At that time, I got this opportunity from Gurgaon. That was a startup. So I joined as a UI designer, the first UI gig for me. From that point in 2016, I got
Always good to, sorry to interrupt Vipin, but it's always good to join a startup now.
yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
about
Startups
your
are
journey. It's
amazing.
always good.
हाँ.
Yeah,
अगर लाइफ में कुछ सीखना है तो स्टार्टअप ज्वाइन कर लो.
seriously from scratch.
It's like
Trees अगर
right.
कहीं
It's like
सीखना
an
हो तो start
MBA course during the job. On job MBA course है वो.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I in 2016 I joined Pitso as a graphic designer. Worked there for 3.5 years and grow as from graphic designer to product designer. 3 साल में I've learned everything. From that point, yeah, तब से मैं I'm working as a product designer and switched a few companies and now came back to Fitso again last year only. Yeah,
Acha, by the way, Fitso was associated with Zomato.
yeah. Now we
Yeah.
are called
Know about it.
CureFit.
Yeah.
Now we are CureFit.
Hmm.
Acha,
Purefit.
so Pixar was acquired by CureFit.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know about it. Nice.
yeah.
ये अभी I think it's not on the market right now. So
Because we have some confidential information with us today. So yeah, that's great.
right.
Great to hear from both of you. So, another question that I'd like along the same line is like, in your whole journey of yours, like as a designer, how crucial was the role of art as an institute, and how did it help you guys?
So for me, arts helped me a lot because arts में भी same startup feel था एक. They gave us opportunities like backstage. अपने एक magazine आती थी. We used to design that magazine, and not just design. We had to research every story and go through all the steps. जो भी production के steps होते हैं like printing and all.
Yeah, you're done.
Arts as well.
So for me, more than the design part, I was telling you about the design management course that was just introduced in our time. So that course particularly helped for me. Because I've always been interested in management, and that's why I joined a startup. And since then, I've been dealing with so many aspects, and a startup is what startup deals with. So that's the case. And when Arch introduced the course, I was very interested. So I guess me and some other girl, we were the we were two two of us, and I don't know about Vipin, but we completed the course, and some external faculty, they were coming to teach us, and they were really amazing. So yeah, that helped me.
Vivek sir was there to teach.
Vivek sir, yeah. So he had experience in Dubai Go Global something, but yeah,
Mhm.
he was an experienced guy. So that course particularly helped me.
So, for both of us, actually, my part was mostly into the creative part of it. Or
And
Vidhi
my
used to handle all the
moreover
management part of the things.
managing.
So,
Yeah.
so we worked as a team on many projects during Arch. और हम दोनों ने
Yeah.
अपना अपना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लिया हुआ था कि तू डिजाइन देखेगा और मैं मैनेजमेंट देखने वाली हूँ.
Yeah, it was fun in college.
Yeah, so that was backstage, and another was UKRI. If you
UKG.
heard about UKRI,
UKG.
we went to Scotland for the research as well, and we created
Oh,
this portal, design communication.org.
design communication, yeah.
Yeah, so that was created and completely owned by uh, two of us and two from Scotland, the two students from Scotland. So we worked on that project. I heard that you still use it for project assignment too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, we still like submit stuff there.
Right.
It's like our portal, our college
That
portal. So
design
yeah.
communication portal is still live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it
And
first.
it's
The first one
It's
who
still
now
live.
uploaded
it's full
stuff
of
on that.
projects.
We were the first one who uploaded stuff on that site.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm very glad that it's still live.
You guys should check it out. It's full of
I'll do it.
projects, amazing projects.
Session. I'm gonna check how this the site is working.
Yeah. So those 2 years are actually very exciting because na, so many projects and so many responsibilities. ऐसा नहीं कि स्कूल की तरह वो गए और टीचर used to teach us, but they gave us so many things to work on. So it's like a startup experience altogether during the
Hi.
college.
It was not a normal experience like other students were having. It was a different experience for at least both of us because we used to sit in staff room. If you know about it, we used to work with teachers and very closely work with the Binoy sir and Archana ma'am. So we had a different experience. I don't think many students, get to experience this.
But they must have different experience all for them. उन्होंने भी कुछ ना कुछ प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम किए होंगे जो हमें नहीं पता होंगे. But
So yeah, so you guys graduated in 2016, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I'll be graduating this year, so
It's काफी साल
as a final
Congratulations with your appointment. I
so,
you sent me a LinkedIn connection, right? Request.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And you're interning in
So,
Spinny.
yeah, I'm interning in Spinny.
Oh wow.
Spinny is
That's
doing great right now. No? It's
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen their portal, although the application of it.
Yeah.
So I've introduced few people from Spinny, and I've seen that design जो उन्होंने काम किया हुआ है. It's very amazing. So
Yeah.
is it on office kind of work or you're working from home?
Like it was supposed to start by January, but due to COVID, it's like फिर से shut down.
Okay.
Still don't know when the office will start.
They have their office in Gurgaon.
Yeah, it's in Gurgaon.
पहले मिंत्रा का ऑफिस होगा जहाँ स्पिनी है.
Oh, okay. That's fancy. Okay, so yeah, so since I'll be graduating this year and like many students will be graduate, in coming times and are unknown to how things work. So I'd like to ask you, how was your first internship or job experience was like, and how was it different from being in college, and how difficult was it for you to find that opportunity? So yeah, it'll be great if you guys can brief
I
on it.
guess after college, our first internship internship was in Startup Voices. Vipin, if you remember, we used
Hmm.
to college
Right.
hours now.
Right.
So it was in Startup Voices. Yeah, it was amazing, and they joined Arch College after we left, if I remember. Yeah, they joined as a coordinator, Mr. Dilnamas. So
Right.
I used to
Yeah.
before college. Yeah.
And
So
yeah, and
I
for yeah, please continue.
Vipin, you continue.
Yeah, and the second, the nutcrackers that which I was telling you about. So Binoy sir found, उन्होंने मेरे को वो they have talked, he has talked to the nutcrackers company, and he somehow मतलब he managed to get me into that internship. So Binoy sir helped me into that, get me there. So and the experience is very similar actually, na? मतलब क्योंकि because during college also we were having that kind of experience of working with the team and managing all the products. So it's somehow same as studying during an internship. तो वो भी
Yeah.
काफी फन था. और ऐसा नहीं कि काम from college to industry switch करने में we have to go through a lot of things, but जो experience था वो somehow similar था हमारे लिए. तो
हाँ, इंटर्नशिप में एक्सपीरियंस कॉलेज जैसा ही होता है, एंड एज फार एज आई
हाँ.
नो इस कॉलेज में भी जो बैक स्टेज प्रोग्राम होते हैं, अदर प्रोजेक्ट्स, वो सिमिलर होंगे जो इंटर्नशिप में आपको मिलेंगे. मतलब एक तरह से प्रैक्टिकल्स ही होते हैं.
मे बी या तो कॉलेज ने हमको
Backstage,
इंडस्ट्रियल एक्सपीरियंस दे दिया.
you must be working on backstage. What did you say, Vipin? Sorry.
मे बी कॉलेज ने हमको इंडस्ट्रियल एक्सपीरियंस दिया इसलिए हमको इतना फील नहीं हुआ.
हाँ, correct.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah.
You are doing the internship right now, right? So how do
Yeah.
you, what is your experience from college to internship?
You must be working on backstage as well.
Not as of now. I mean, like after COVID, I don't know if it's still there. So yeah, we used to work as in first and second year, but right now I'm not yet there. So I mean, yeah, it's like I mean, we have had like many different courses where we used to work with different departments, right? So right now, even in the internship, we have such projects where we used to talk to different, pods. So yeah, it's very similar to how we used to work in
Yeah.
college. So yeah, I think yeah, it has helped me a lot to, have a basic conversation ki how things work, essay. So yeah, it's very similar actually.
Thankfully, that happened with us. That was more as projects, similar projects.
Yeah. So you both have worked in the industry for so long, right? So, like,
Yeah.
what are some do's and don'ts that you've learned from experience that you would like to share with the students who are going to step in the industry, I say? So,
Yeah, if if I say what I like as per me, I think every student must, first join a startup. And if not a startup, at least, yeah, because they would be learning a 360 angle how startup works. Even in designing part, they would just not be doing the designing thing. They would be learning how a team works. So you should always start with a startup. This is my, insight. And Vipin, what do you suggest?
Yeah, I think startup is good.
I,
मतलब gives you too many responsibilities to handle
yeah,
because from college when we are very enthusiastic कि यार अभी नई नई internship है और उस time पे if you get into a corporate job so you might lose that enthusiasm, the goal that you want to achieve.
at least
In my experience,
work 2-3 years for a startup, then go for a
yes,
MNC. Then
to
you
keep
will
that
lose.
deal alive. And you learn a lot because it's like yeah, you have so many responsibilities and you have to solve the problems from scratch yourself, right? It's
You
like
will not be scared. You will
owning the
not be
product.
scared of responsibilities.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
product ownership मिलता है and It's not like you just learn design, so you will work on design only. You will have to solve the many problems that might not some related to design only, right? You might be solving marketing problems, or you might be solving business problems as well. So
Hmm.
startup is good to start with, and but it's not like यार corporate job नहीं करनी चाहिए. जो
नहीं नहीं नहीं
opportunity
नहीं.
मिले, take
At
it with
least
a
have
whole heart.
2-3 years of experience, then go for
Right.
upgrade your skill and go for MNCs and like that.
So main motto is to keep that zeal alive in yourself. So learning नहीं छोड़नी चाहिए. In last 6 years, I'm still learning how to.
Same here.
Now I'm
Same.
learning how to product management, how to do a product
Oh.
management. So it's like a never-ending learning process. So
Yeah,
वो
even
चाहे
I've
corporate हो
tried
या
learning.
startup हो, you have to keep learning.
Yeah. Yeah, I like for a few days I worked under like a startup called Career Vira. So it was, in the beginning stage. So what happened was I used to work very closely with one of the PM, and I
Right.
learned about his responsibilities and stuff. So that was really amazing. So yeah, I
Right.
understand how startup helps.
So product
Hmm.
management may let you solve a lot of problems that you are not solving while designing, right? So product management key bhi, you should learn about the product management as well. You should learn about the business as well, the marketing as well. So it's very good to keep learning. तो सारे रास्ते ओपन रहने चाहिए. And design helps a lot because you actually from designing you're solving the main problem by doing it. बाकी सब thought में है. जो एक्चुअल ऑन ग्राउंड प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रही है वो डिजाइन के थ्रू हो रही है, चाहे से अब वो यू सॉल्विंग बाय डिजाइनिंग द ऐप और अ चेयर, मतलब कुछ भी अपन डिजाइन करते हैं वी आर एक्चुअली सॉल्विंग अ प्रॉब्लम, राइट? तो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए बस. दैट्स द मेन थिंग दैट यू शुड ऑलवेज डू.
And problem solving तो
और
आज में भी आप सीख जाओगे.
राइट.
I'm
So
try closely.
yeah,
Try
hmm?
close working under working with Archana ma'am. You will definitely learn
Right.
a lot of things.
Yeah. So we have like मतलब a session PCDC Pink City Design Confluence. So yeah, we're all preparing for that as well. It'll be in March, so you guys can, if possibly, join us then. It'll be very great to meet you all. So yeah, we are working with Archana ma'am there. So yeah, it's a nice experience. So yeah, so while working in a big organization, right? So we have a lot of constraints like business, budget, but we have those wild ideas as creative individuals, right? So some of the ideas are totally out of the box and or complex, and they are encouraged, but I would like to know till what extent do these ideas work in the industry?
Yeah, for me, which something I learned in last 6 years is like is you should never love your design, right? It मतलब हो सकता है it's
Yeah.
very much beautiful for
Feel
you,
also.
but it's not practical for world, right? So learn to let go. If it is not solving any problem, if it's
And be your
solving
best
the
critic.
right. So what we are doing is we are solving a problem through business, through design, and through market our product, right? But the product which I love can is maybe not the only solution for it. और दूसरी चीज वी आर हियर फॉर बिजनेस. तो सुंदर है और बिजनेस नहीं कर पा रही है, तो इट्स वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या चूज करना चाहिए, राइट? और जो चीज बिजनेस कर पा रही है डेफिनेटली वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रही है. दैट्स व्हाई इट्स मेकिंग मनी, राइट? So let learn to let go and learn to unlove your design. You will find another solution which is practical and make business for you.
And try to use your design in any some problem solving that
Right.
will ultimately take you to
Right.
some
And
yeah.
this is a difference between art and design. If art is beautiful and design must solve a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Vipin, you're a product designer, and Vidhi, you're a managing partner and worked as a project manager, right? So,
Yeah.
what made you choose your specific design field, and what are the some values and learning you took from our college, which has helped you a lot in your personal and professional field?
Vipin, you go.
Okay. So yeah, it's a very slow process. It's not like one day I came out of college and decided to be the product designer. I started as a graphic designer, and during my graphic journey, I realized that my expertise or my interest is more towards the product, the app design, the mobile design, or the product design, which users are using it. Right? For there are two kind of designs. Like in graphics, I convey a message through my designs, which is useful for people to understand the product, right? But in product design, you design a product which people use to solve the problem. तो मुझे उसमें ज्यादा मजा आ रहा था जो कि यूजर यूज कर रहा था इंस्टेड ऑफ जो यूजर देख के समझ रहा था. तो मैं इंफॉर्मेशनल डिजाइन पे बेटर मेरे को मेरा रियलाइजेशन था कि मेरा इंक्लिनेशन टुवर्ड्स द प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग है. So this took me around 2-3 years to understand that what my expertise are and where should I move. So it's a very slow process. You might be start with something else and end up with something else at the end of the day, right? And now still, now I'm product designer. I want to be a product designer for all my life. I'm still moving towards different goals. So my next target is to get into the product management. I want to solve the problem without designing it. So that's a goal. That's a short-term goal. Maybe after 2-3 years, I might do something else. So it's a slow process. You will find your goal. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow. It's a journey. Yeah.
That's really inspiring. Okay.
And Vidhi, now you tell us your.
Why do you already know Vipin? So I've always been interested in, this startup thing. I always wanted my own team, workplace where I can manage things. Obviously, I was interested in designing, but that was just one part of it where I can move forward. So, yeah, I thankfully, while in college, Archana ma'am gave us live projects to work on, and that particular, like backstage and other UK things, and that really helped me to, look for the things that I'm actually willing to. So I found out that I have a different kind of, love for startups, so I should, join a startup soon. So yeah, I knew people in startup voices where we were talking. And then after that, I joined this startup where I clearly told them that I'm interested in doing everything, not uh, designing. So I joined there as a graphic designer, but yeah, told them totally that I'm interested in doing everything. So you let me learn as many things as you can. So they were open to do this. So they taught me uh, if no HR. So I used to take care of that part, and if there's the connector between the graphic team. So I used to do graphics well, but moreover, my that I'll be handling design part, designing team, and then this taking it to development team. So I was that bridge between designing and development. So yeah. So but now I think that once I learn how to manage, I'm still learning by the way, but yeah, once I learn, then I'll have my own team to work with. So we are actually for now we're looking for funds, but yeah, soon, pretty soon I'll be having my own team, and yeah, you'll get to know.
We were super excited for it. So, like the next live stream, maybe we can talk about that.
Of course.
So, yeah. So, another question I'd like to ask because, since we are, digital experience designer, they're working in that field. So, with the boom of AR, VR, metaverse, like how do you think this industry will change and how should, we prepare for it? We're like still students. How should we prepare for it?
I guess this is the future. You should, yeah, if you're interested, you should learn. Definitely learn how this works, how this whole thing works, and you should learn because I think we are in metaverse, the big thing in है ना Vipin? Am I
Right.
right?
Actually,
Yeah.
it's very evident here. The future is metaverse, the
Meta,
AR, VR, because
yeah, yeah.
on ground level, I think maybe we have solved every problem that we can't solve any any problem anymore. So we are getting into the virtual world, right? And in last 2 3 years, you know that money is also virtual now. Products are virtual. We are solving virtual problems. We are living in a virtual world. So it's good to learn things as early as possible right now because maybe
If
in next
somebody
two
is
three
learning
years
VR and
everything is
AR, they
virtual.
should take this right.
Right. So things are getting crazy. People are delivering things in 10 minutes. That is out of my mind to understand, right? So things are getting very fast and very much into the space. We should learn things which are changing the world. In next 2 3 years, everything is going to be virtual, and that's very pretty. Well, it's very evident
It
right now.
will be a parallel universe. It will be a parallel universe. So,
Right.
yeah. And I hope Arch introduces such course where students get to, learn this new things that are coming our way.
Right. Maybe in 2 3 or maybe next year we will be talking to our avatars only, not the real ones.
Yeah, yeah. Virtual Vipin. How are
Yeah.
you?
So there will be no video call. There will be a virtual space where we all three are sitting together in our avatars only. So it's very. These things are we should learn. We should start learning from now. Right?
So, I mean, is it exciting for you guys? Like, what are your opinions? Do you think it's really exciting, or are you like not sure about this? What do you guys think?
It is exciting, yeah, because uh, see the problems we are facing right now. Not the problems, but everything which is physical. Right? We know how to do it. So it's
Hmm.
very much it's a very challenging job right now. We are solving the problem which doesn't exist in the real world. तो वो exciting इसलिए क्योंकि we don't know how to do it, and that's a challenge, right? And make it very easy to use, very easy to use for the people who don't know how to use technology. Now, past 1 2 years, my father bought the VR set. I don't know what he's going to do with it, right? So people are using the things that exist in the technology. और जो
If
लोग
you
टेक्नोलॉजी
are
के
not,
बाद वाली जनरेशन है, सॉरी जी,
I'm saying that it's becoming very easier. People who are
हाँ,
tech, you can like Google audio. You can just
राइट,
speak and things come to you. So obviously, it is very important. People who are they should.
and graphic designers are solving these problems with design, right? So
Yeah.
अपने लिए तो ये बहुत सही opportunity to learn things and make things available for the people.
It's indeed exciting. It's like something different that we'll be
Right,
tackling in like next 5 to 10 years. So, yeah,
right.
it's really exciting. So yeah, I mean, it's oh my God, it's already 35 minutes, and I seriously pata nahi chala. So yeah, so right now I'd like to open questions for the audience if they have any. Yeah, guys, any questions? Like you can drop your questions. We'll ask. There were questions in the beginning of the session.
can't seem to, scroll.
Yeah. Okay, one question was, like, what are your guys' future goals as per the current scenario? I mean, Vipin already answered it. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
future
how
goals.
are you
Yeah,
inclined?
right. Future goals shouldn't be set in current situation, right?
Hmm.
Because my future goal currently is very different. Next 2 3 years में एक और future goal होगा. So these are the short term goals because technology is changing very frequently. So I cannot set a goal for 5 years because next year the technology is different and I have to set another goal. So make short term goals, solve those problems, and then decide what you are going to do ahead.
Vidhi, your future goals.
So as I told you that my future goal is obviously managing a team that, and obviously I'll be into designing and designing one part, and yeah, I'll be maybe I'll be managing a application startup, so that would be my, and I'm raising funds for that, so hopefully very soon. How can we take care of our mental in pandemic? Has it affected you in this?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very difficult
nice
question to
question.
answer actually. We all are going through some mental stress from past 2 years, and we
Try
definitely
learning
should take
something
care of
new.
it every few days. We should maybe we should there are many solutions of it, like meditate or distract yourself from one thing. But yeah, it's very required right now to take care of your health. And
I
we all
think
are
for
going
me,
through these
indulge
times.
yourself in things that inspires you the most, that excites you the most. I guess learn a new skill every time you get, or you know, obviously meditation is one part, but not everyone do it. But
Huh.
yeah,
There are
yeah, because
many
things
ways
are
to
different.
there are
Stress
many ways
busters
and
are different for everybody. So yeah,
and
try
distract
indulging
yourself
yourself.
from one thing. Don't just work and work. Try some hobbies. Like in
Hmm.
last 2 3 pandemics, we all started cooking. We all started gardening. These are the mental stress removers, right? इसीलिए वो start किए थे. We have maybe have cooked Maggie in 3 3 days in last 1 year.
That increases your productivity as well. Is mediocrity is necessary to sustain industry? No, no, no. No. Mediocrity should never be there.
It depends on the goal, yeah. Totally depends on the goal. If you want to grow slowly and you know how to do it, then it's not a very bad option to do. There are two ways to get on the top, slowly or fast, right? So you have to
Yeah,
choose your path.
if you would like to move fast, you should not be a mediocre. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to stay in a slower pace, that then mediocrity is fine.
Okay, another question that I saw was, like, where do you guys find inspiration? Like, how do you know? Mm, yeah. So, how do you guys, or where do you guys find inspiration? Like, for it, design or anything?
Um, Design inspirations are same as any other designer. So Dribble, Pinterest, Google Images, a lot of things, and Apple designs or Google designs. There are so many ways to design. But personally, I read human psychology a lot to understand what users actually need, right? So if you know what you are supposed to deliver, you might get the solution during the journey. And another is observe a lot. Everything that you go through, everything that you watch. If you're traveling, observe as much as possible around you. So inspiration is around you. You have to observe all the
Yeah.
time.
You need to look closely. Inspiration is always around you, and you need to
Hmm.
see a problem at that count inspiration that you need to solve
Right.
with whatever skill you have. Like if you have
Hmm.
designing, you
Be
need to
curious
think
all the
how you
time.
can solve this. Yeah, so inspiration is always around you. You just need to look closely, very closely. You are surrounded. We are surrounded with plenty of problems, and we can solve.
Hmm.
So yeah,
So stay curious. You will find your inspiration.
right.
That's great. Another question. Okay, this will be from my side itself. Like since we are still in college, right? So, are there some things we should know beforehand? Before we step into the industry, Sagar?
There is no right answer for this. You should be prepared for everything that comes in your
Open to
path.
learn, I guess.
Open
Open
to
to learn new
learn.
things. Never say no to anything. Like never say no to something coming to you. Always open to learn. That's my opinion, I guess.
Right.
There will be industries that will teach you different things. You might, oh, your interest might get changed with time. So you need to open. You need to see what you actually like. So just
Hmm.
yeah, open your heart and see what you will, and you will do great.
Because I might have different experience, Vidhi might have different experience, and you
Yeah, of
will have
course.
different
We had
experience.
different
So the
journeys.
only
So,
thing is common is to open to learn.
hmm. We never said no to anything coming our way. We never
Right.
said we were as curious as like a small kid trying to
Because there
learn
is
new
no
things.
problem which cannot be solved, right? मतलब जो problems अपन solve करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, there must be a solution for it. We just have to find it somehow.
Hmm.
That's inspiring to know. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, so guys, thank you both of you. We'll be concluding the session now, and thank you both of you for being with us today, and and inspiring us all. It
Thank you
was
so
a
much for being
wonderful
here.
and insightful session.
I we did.
It's always fun getting on these live
It
sessions.
was really fun.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll see
I
you in college, Vipin. What do you say?
क्या क्या? Sorry.
So I saw that Manan commented that we'll have a reunion very soon. So yeah, Manan, very soon.
we're waiting to meet you guys, like all our alumni. We're actually waiting to meet you guys.
कॉलेज वाले
Sure, Manan.
खुलवाओ यार, हम भी आते हैं कॉलेज.
सही में yeah, thank you guys. Thank you
Thank
a
you so much.
lot.
Thank you, Akshita. It was really nice talking to you.
Same,
Yeah.
it
And
was really
congratulations
nice.
for your internship and that
Internship and yeah,
you and
future jobs or whatever you wish to do.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.